modification of the minutes.
Well, there is no reference.
Good evening, everyone. Go ahead and call the regular Planning and Zoning Commission meeting for December 3rd, 2025 to order. Roll call, Kathy?
Bulin,
Here.
Capetta,
Here.
DiBernardo,
Here.
Hassan. Here. Nimri.
Here.
Wilsack.
Here.
Pontrelli is not here. Okay. We have a quorum.
We have a quorum. First item on the agenda is the approval of the minutes for the Planning and Zoning Commission meeting on October 1st, 2025. Are there any changes or corrections that are needed?
There's one correction that Kathy's going to add regarding my comment about the 50% masonry being inappropriate for the village.
I'd like to entertain a motion to modify the minutes as requested.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Usually we don't do a roll call for that, but
We can do voice vote, that's fine.
okay, votes for it.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. No opposed? All right, if they'll, Kathy, if you'll amend the minutes and just to make the comment that was asked for.
And then we would need a motion to approve the minutes from the October 1st, 2025 Planning and Zoning Commission meeting as modified.
Sounds like a good plan. Let's make, anybody want to make a motion to?
I'll make the motion to approve the minutes as with modifications for that meeting.
Second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, the motion carries. We have no unfinished business, so we have one new business item. It's item 5A, and that's for 3118 White Oak Lane, the plat of consolidation. Rama, can you give us an overview?
Good evening. The owner of the property at 3118 White Oak Lane is requesting for the approval of a final plat to consolidate two existing lots into one. And the owner is here to answer any questions.
If I could ask, as the petitioner, if you'll just speak into the microphone and state your name and address.
Hello, my name is Tim Kim. I'm the owner of 3118 White Oak Lane.
Thank you. Go ahead.
No, I think it's a pretty straightforward request. The house is on Lot 1. We would like to consolidate the two lots and build a pool on Lot 2.
Is there currently, actually, I see no members from the public, so there's probably nobody. Open it up to the commissioners. Are there any questions?
Mr. Kim, do you live in the house?
I do.
Okay, thank you. This really does seem straightforward. It's, he lives on one, he's going to consolidate it with his back lot. It's going to eliminate a flag lot, which we're always more than willing to get rid of. Nobody's complaining, and when I looked at the map, nobody could complain. There's nothing that would be upsetting about this. The pool is going to back up to 31st Street. So this seems, appropriate to me.
Staff, were there any calls or comments from the,
None.
any other commissioners have anything to say?
I do have one more thing. There was something in the packet, in the staff recommendation, it said something like, it appears to comply. Does that mean, I didn't like that sentence. It just made me feel like maybe yes, maybe no. Is there anything in here I'm trying to find where it was. Is there anything in here?
It's on page
Oh.
6.
Yeah, the
And the
proposal
background
appears to
history.
comply with the subdivision and zoning ordinance regulations. Is there anything in here that appears not to comply?
No.
Okay. That was the only thing that really caught my attention.
Were there any comments from the subdivision itself? Did they have any comment about it?
Not that I can recall.
If anybody wants to make a motion, second it?
I'll make a motion to, I don't like reading this thing, but I will make a motion to approve the consolidation plat.
Second the motion.
Do we want to add according to the final engineering review and approval and recording the document by village staff? All right.
Please, what Ken said.
Kathy, roll call?
DiBernardo, Nimri,
Yes.
Capetta,
Yes.
Bulin,
Yes.
Hassan,
Yes.
Wilczek.
Yes. The motion carries. Would you advise the petitioner of what the next step is?
This will be going to the next board meeting on January 13th for approval.
Great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Good luck with the pool.
Kathy, Rama, is there anything upcoming for the future meeting?
I also wanted to update you regarding the 714 enterprise, which came to the Planning and Zoning Commission for the approval of an event space. So it did go to the board and it was not approved.
It was not approved?
No.
Were they going to revisit anything, or is it just,
No, they were just concerned about the precedent that it would set because it's an office buildings area and it's also in an ORA 1 district. So they were concerned about that and that's why they did not approve. And we have one more project that's going to go to the board for a preliminary board review. That's on the 1900 Spring, the northernmost lot, where it's being presented for a 13-story apartment building. And that will be on December 9th.
is that the former McDonald's property?
No, no.
1900.
1900 Spring.
It was the,
Previously approved as the Butler.
gonna be called the Butler.
Yes.
Butler
Oh,
condominium.
yeah, it was a 22-story condominium building originally, correct?
Correct.
So that's not happening now?
That's not happening, but we have another proposal for a 13-story apartment building.
For an apartment building, not a condo?
Likely to be converted, probably.
Okay.
But yeah,
And do you anticipate that in the January meeting?
that's in the December 9th. So that's just a preliminary board review, and then they will refer it to the Planning and Zoning Commission. Then it'll have to undergo a planned development process.
Thank you, Rama. Any other upcoming issues?
Nope, that's all.
If nobody else has anything to say,
Can I talk about old business for a second? I'm going to reiterate.
Sure.
Now I have something to read that will go maybe verbatim into the minutes or close thereof. It is important to consistently bring poor political agendas to light. The 50% masonry requirement of the village board insists on being part of the newly adopted zoning ordinance is an overstep of aesthetic control that has no place in local government. Oak Brook residential neighborhoods and the community as a whole have always been at the forefront of tasteful development and architecture. It is unreasonable to dictate a limited architectural style when so many good American architectural styles exist without the use of masonry. Please remove this atrocious constraint on creativity from our progressive yet conservative community. Thank you. Is that better?
anybody else have any comments? I would say one thing. Some subdivisions go far in above what the village requires. I mean, in my particular subdivision, they dictate what kind of garage door you can have. They dictate what kind of roof you can have. It's either going to be slate, tile, or cedar shake. So in that light, I just wanted to bring up some of these, in some of these subdivisions, it isn't the village, it's the individual subdivisions, architectural committee, not what Jeff was speaking to, but I just wanted to mention that some of these subdivisions even go far and beyond what the village does.
But that's an HOA issue, which is not a government body. I'm speaking about a government body. And it's inappropriate for a government body to have that much aesthetic control. It didn't work in Oak Brook Mall. It hasn't worked elsewhere. When Oak Brook Mall was created, if they had had these constraints, who knows what we would have ended up with. And in turn, it's one of the best malls in the country. There's a lot of architects and designers that have spoke out against this requirement. And there's statistics to show that this is a bad requirement based on architectural styles. You can have some pretty atrocious looking things that are all masonry.
If there are no additional comments, I'd entertain a motion to adjourn the meeting.
So moved.
Second motion.
A motion has been made and seconded to adjourn the meeting. May I have a voice vote? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Happy holidays. Day one.
Yeah.